Right, Baron. Let's try and lift the curse of the botchling.
Well, ready?
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
This is the back exit out of Crow's Perch. Guess it leads down to somewhere. I never actually checked it out.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Baby was unnamed as well. Situation just keeps getting better and better.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
No, we're not attacking it. We've already decided this.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
I'm feeling this isn't going to be easy. Right, let's get Axie at the ready to calm it. Get the feeling it should be easy to tell if we need to assist him. Doesn't seem to be restless yet. So far, so good. Oh.
Bloody not now.
Spectres. Botchlings sent to track them.
Do something!
I am gonna do something. Right, Spectre Oil. Pop a Peach's Filth. Actually, no. Here we go. You're in town now. Let's go to town. Oh, you'll really just help against spectres. Jesus.
Show me what you got.
Take me! It's thriving something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it somehow! Oh. Quiet now.
Oh, wasn't expecting a Spectre ambush.
But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Just to be careful in case we get ambushed again. Hey up. Yep, come on.
Coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We'll not wait 250 hours.
Get moon dust on it.
Come on, come closer.
Hit that strike, it always catches me. Right there.
Squirming again, like a daft eel. I cannot hold it.
There we go, I'm going. There we are.
It worked. It stopped.
You'd be surprised what a little Axie will do, Baron.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
I think that should be it now. The main part of the castle's just up here. Oh, there's one more ambush.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
After all that, you still can't help but feel a little sympathy for the guy. No father should have to witness what happened there. And the tragedy of Daya, she was named.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Oh, here we go, the Lubberkin's here. Christ, it's quick. I got a flying baby spirit. Oh, it looks like we've successfully lifted the curse, thankfully. Now hopefully this Lubberkin will lead us to Anna and Tamara, or one or the other. Looks to me like we're heading out of Crow's Perch. I'll be very surprised if... Yes mate, I don't believe you there. At least one of the guards reacted appropriately, whereas that guy just stood there stone silent. Thinking about it, most of them did actually. I guess there's only one on alert tonight.
If it don't stop raining, my arse will rot off.
Uh-oh. Fucking drowners. You can escape them, but only for a little while.
What? Lost your nerve?
Idea. Right. Quick card deals with them. Back to the Lubberkin. Where are we heading? East, southeast of Crow's Perch? There's a house. And somebody's home.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though.
Here we are. We found something.
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse.
Nope. Did you check one of them? Bit of water, yup. Clothes.
Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Yep. We're going the right way. Okay, the Lubberkin's waiting there for me. Let's have a further look around this house. Is there actually a way inside? Can I knock that debris out of the way? No. No, no way inside. Okay.
Wants to show me something more.
Jesus, and Draga.
Damn, you're ugly.
I hope I don't run into a warrior. Not in the mood for that shit, not when I'm trying to get this quest done. At least the Lubberkin is a guardian spirit and therefore not going to be agitated at me taking the time. Though it's not exactly my fault I'm getting ambushed by all these bloody monsters. Take some water, get back up to full HP. Nearly leveled up again actually, looking at my XP bar. Coin at the ready. Should probably put some necrophage oil on in case we run into something else. It's more likely going to be something like that. Oh, yep. Say it and we need it. Right. Where am I at? Yeah. Necrophage. And okay, I think I'm going to pop my last thunderbolt for this. Oh god, where the fuck did the other one come from?
Come on!
Oh no, move away, move away. Got him. Third. Fourth. My god, they ain't stopping. I need to keep checking my peripherals.
Just had a field day. Still worth a look.
Indeed. Alright, good.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Horse carcass must be just up ahead. I can't see it quite yet. Oh, bloody hell.
Lost your nerve?
God, it really is a field day for rock fiends, isn't it? Not today. Not even after an ambush. No, not today. He's given me some nice necrophage and rock fiend ingredients, so there is that. And there's the horse carcass. Something just up there. Body here. Oh god, that horse has been decapitated.
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
So, something big attacked this horse carrying both Anna and Tamara by the sounds of things. Oh, we're getting to wolves. Shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Right, is that it? I don't think we're ever going to get a clean path through, are we? Oh god, this looks like necrophage territory and a half, doesn't it? Branching path leading north to another home, it seems. The lights on.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Okay, so they've been here. You know, they probably think I'm here sort of on behalf of the Baron, which I am, but I'm not one of the Baron's men, so hopefully they'll trust me. So what have we got? Girl who stayed with you, what happened to her? What did you see described? Okay, let's go with the first one.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale.
Though anywhere's better than the Crow's Perch with the Baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
For like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twas then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Fiery marks on her hands. Tell me about these marks.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twas the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
I know the connection. Who do you recall that's got marks on her hands that we've ran into already?
While back I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she to Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Yep. Anna Strenger is Gran.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
And there we go. There's the connection. So all along, we've actually known who Anna Strenger was, because we've already met her. And by the sounds of things, the crones are up to no good. Their influence and reach stretches far further than the bog and Downwarren. Let's loot what we can in here, and then be on our way.
So Here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Now the spirit of Dea has moved on. Okay, I've leveled up. Awesome. So, next stage of the quest. Talk to the Baron about his family, or find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenfurt. So, I'm getting what I want, which I finally get to go to a city. But I think we should head back to the Baron and let him know what we've found out first. I mean, we know where his wife is now. His wife's with the Crones. Whether or not we can retrieve her is entirely different, because if she has made a pact, that's going to be dark magic. And that sort of magic ain't going to be easy to break, not even for someone of Geralt's stature and skill. Now then, let's have a look. Oh, here we go. It's updated. So, Gran has turned to Anna Strenger. Geralt did not meet Anna Strenger, the Bloody Baron's wife, when he visited Crow's Perch. Sometime before his arrival, this woman had disappeared in unexplained circumstances, along with her daughter, Tamara. Geralt did, however, receive a detailed description of the missing woman. Anna was a comely 40-something woman with green eyes and hair dark as raven wings, which she kept tied in a tight bun behind her head. Geralt discovered that Anna's marital life had not been working out as well as she might have hoped. She had recently been pregnant, but lost her child for unknown reasons shortly before her disappearance. When Geralt pushed the Baron about this matter, the ugly truth finally came out. Desperate and miserable, Anna had fled, taking Tamara with her after her drunken husband beat her badly. The Baron was convinced Anna had miscarried because of his actions, but Geralt was not so certain about this. He couldn't stop thinking about the strange talisman meant to ward off evil power Anna had received from the Peller. During his search for Anna, Geralt discovered to his great astonishment that she and the grey-haired old woman in the swamp were one and the same person. The marks on her hands seemed to be symbols of some mysterious pact she had made with the Crones. Geralt's suspicions were confirmed shortly thereafter. The curse afflicting the unfortunate woman was indeed the Crones' doing. Anna had turned to the ghastly sisters because she did not wish to give birth to the Baron's child. The Crones granted her wish in their own twisted way, with a curse which made the fetus inside her wither on the vine, taking Anna's life energy with it. In despair, she turned to the Peller, who made her a talisman to hamper the evil magic influence. Anna had lost this during her fight with the Baron, and was thus rendered defenceless against the Crones' magic. After that, the worst was free to happen. The markings on her palms began to burn, and a fiend dragged her to the heart of Crookback Bog, where she paid back her debt as the Crones' slave. And there's one of the stories about part of the Baron's family. All along we've actually known, well, not known who the Bloody Baron's wife was, but we've already met her. And despite what the Baron had thought, or what he was thinking, he did not cause nor was responsible for the miscarriage. It was down to the Crones. So at least we can ease his remorse in that regard. Not everything was his fault. Other much darker aspects are in play here as well.
What did I do to deserve your company?
Yeah? Ask a service of the Witcher, the Peller must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Peller needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What does that even mean? Right, what will you give me? Forefathers' Eve, what's the point? Right, let's start with that.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times men die choking with regret. At times, death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Great, that makes total sense. Yeah, what will you give me?
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Peller knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid, this too the Peller knows.
I sort of get the feeling it's going to be a weird reward with him. Like, we had to find bloody princess for him in, like, the last episode. So, and hey, if you give me, how about all of those alchemy recipes for all those ruins there? I'll take that as payment.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Peller knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Yeah, Geralt. Okay then, Geralt wants to go pretty soon, it seems. But we actually know where that is. I say the Circle of Stones, that was north of the Cursed Tower.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Oh, 20 crowns, what a nice guy.
Bollocks.
What did I do?
Cheers for that, mate.
Company?
Always could do a little bit more coin. Well, yeah, so we've been over to Fyke Isle before, so we've cured the curse, haven't we? Because that's where we went with Kira and helped her out. I wonder if we can actually go back in the stables now that the...
Witcher, a word, please. Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
I'm just getting interrupted left and right here with all these people wanting to speak to me. So, who's this? The Sergeant? What is it? No time. Yeah, what is it?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Not drinking, I'm impressed. Okay, right, let's go and check out these stables. This is where we saved the stable hand. Nah. Ah, right, that chest will still be up there, the one that which we looted already. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the Baron is in here, apparently. I would have thought of that opportunity. But hell up, hang on. Oh, lots of hand fibre. I'm going to take it all while I get a chance. You never know, the Baron won't set fire to more, so... Oh, there he is. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's pull lights back on. Here's the Baron, and... a love letter. Sorry, Baron. Just going to have a little nosy. My dearest husband, I breathed a sigh of relief after reading your last letter. I am so glad you are on the mend after your injury. I know how upset you must be at having to spend the next few weeks in a field hospital, but my heart rejoices that you will not be risking your life on the battlefield. Tamara grows and grows and grows. She can even stand up now if she holds onto something, though she's still quite unsteady on those chubby little legs. She needs constant minding, for every time I turn my back, she's climbing onto the table and grabbing whatever her little hands can find. Yesterday, she almost poured a bowl of hot soup all over herself. I think I will take on that Miller girl as help, because I'm afraid one day I won't catch Tamara in time. Especially now when you are gone and I must look after our household affairs myself. Dear Philip, I miss you dreadfully and eagerly await your return. Every day I pray to Melitelli for your health and our daughters, and for our family to be whole once more. I hope this horrible war will end soon. I love you. Yours forever, Anna. And that letter was... he's been holding on to this for quite some time, it seems.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
God damn, throughout all the bad he's done, you still can't help but feel more sympathy for the guy. He's such a complicated and sophisticated character.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned villain. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Well, I want to go to the city, so kill two birds with one stone.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Cairmorn on the road.
At Cairmorhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
I'm the exception.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit?
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
Coward, what's the problem? Let me guess, it's the Barons.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honour.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak. Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop!
Come on, Siri, don't you embarrass us!
Not a chance. Not gonna get a full start this time.
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Yeah, you say that, Baron, and I've already left you in the wind. Oh, go on, I'll give you a teeny head start, only to crush you now.
Sure how it's done. Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
And I'm gonna get one again. Yeah, this is over.
Come on, lass.
Aha!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
I know where your wife is. Right, now, should we go and find Tamara before we tell him where his wife is, and then tell him we're both at the same time, perhaps? I think that's going to be best. Let's do that.
So long.
Okay, so find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenfurt.
Wait, Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
A ragdoll?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Baron's just came running to give me that doll, or perhaps that must be Tamara's. I guess it has to be. So, like I say, we're not going to tell the Baron what we've learnt about Anna yet, because I would like to find out what happened with Tamara first.
What do you say we flog some hick? Yeah, for kicks and
So, let's okay, 2,000, bloody hell, okay. That is quite the distance, isn't it? Not somewhere we can get to quickly on horseback, and I don't want to fast travel. I might miss something. Let's just open up our map and have a little look. Yeah, there's Oxenfurt all the way over here. Okay, Baron, we'll leave Crow's Perch for now, I think, and we'll start exploring a little bit, do a few other quests around here. So we ran into the Pella, who wants us to go back here, to the western end of Fyke Isle, so only level 7, that should be easily doable. And so the main one is finding Tamara. Now we could actually make quite a run past there, up this road, past all these points of interest, and then eventually we've got our pass now, because we struggled with that. Where was that for? I think it was here, wasn't it? Well, we found these 2 quests. Yeah, it was here, because that's where we looked past, but we didn't have anything to be able to get us across. Cool, well that's one problem solved. I'd have been taking a dip in the river otherwise, as it's the only other way to get into the city. Right then, it's time for us to leave Crow's Perch and make our way towards our first city of Oxenfurt.
What did I do to deserve your company?
Not enough, mate. Not enough.